They're running upstairs? Let's head to the upper level and have a look for them.
Who's there? Wolf? Over here, hurry!
Thank you.
We spotted the Cabal transporting some mystery cargo while patrolling the rift. We followed them to the base, but they spotted us and attacked. The Cabal captured the rest of my team. We're the only ones who made it out. Probably locked up deeper in the firebase.
These two are in bad shape, Wolf. Could you escort them back to Viridia? I'll rescue the others.
Got it. Be careful. I'll report the situation to Saladin once they're safe.
Thank you.
There aren't many Cabal stricken by.
The scout said the Cabal are moving a lot of cargo. I don't like the sound of that.
More Cabal!
It's the Iron Wolves. We're saved.
Are any of you wounded?
Nothing too serious, thankfully. The Cabal were too distracted by their cargo to pay us any attention. I managed to sneak a sample of what they were moving.
This piece of metal looks like it's used in manufacturing, maybe?
Cabal reinforcements could show up any time. Let's get you out of here first.
Wolf briefed me on the situation. The Cabal's movements are concerning. We need more intel.
The scout snuck out a sample of what they were transporting, but I haven't been able to figure out what it is just yet.
Let me see. Donovan might know. I'll send this back to Haven and let you know if we make any headway. I had Donovan take a look at it. He said this sort of metal's used in making heavy machinery. It's light yet sturdy, with a really high density. So the Cabal use it a lot in their war machines.
This is the Cabal. We have to assume they're building a weapon. This is a serious threat.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'll return to the firebase to have another look around. Hopefully we can learn more. They no doubt left some clues somewhere.
Someone looks to have hacked this terminal. Careful, Nala. We're not the first ones to come here.
Who's there? A mortal?
Hey, relax. I know you, FINNALA, Saladin's Iron Wolf.
Who are you? And why are you here?
I'm Chris. You've probably seen me around. I'm the one who repairs all of Saladin's ore processors. He's a stingy one, though, so I'm always finding ways to scrounge up a bit more glimmer. Kind of panning for gold, you know?
And your panning brought you into a Cabal firebase? Are you mad?
The lives of us peasants aren't so precious, Lady FINNALA. We have reasons to fight, too.
This place is too dangerous for civilians. I'll escort you outside so you can make your way back to Viridia.
Wait. I've almost hacked the base's firewall. Just a little more, and there.
You alerted the Cabal!
Chris, hide yourself. I'll handle them.
We need to get out before their reinforcements arrive.
Over here, Lady FINNALA. I'll just lock this door and ta-da! They won't be catching us anytime soon. What do you think? Keep me around, and I may just come in handy.
Very well. Which way do we go next?
So, what brings you here?
Scouts reported the Cabal transporting special materials. They appear to be building some kind of heavy machinery.
Interesting. If you get me further inside the base, I can hack into their network and look into it for you. Deal? Who knows just how many secrets these things are hiding?
They're just a few terminals.
Hey, could you do me a favor and plug this chip in? A light something plan?
The Cabal found us!
Keep that chip of yours safe. I'll hold them off. Been taken out.
All done. Let's get out of here. Nice work in there. You know, we make one heck of a team. Anyway, this chip might have what you're looking for, but I'll need to take it back to my lab and disable the Cabal's security programs before I can find out more.
Then I'll go with you.
It's a good idea, but not yet. We should report to Lord Saladin first, Nala.
All right, we'll meet up back in town, then head to the lab. Sound good?
Let's go.
What is it, Lady FINNALA?
Just FINNALA is fine. I had Lord Saladin confirm your identity and reported your assistance in the firebase. We would both like to express our sincere gratitude.
You were still suspicious? Huh. You wound me, my lady. I'll have you know I've made somewhat of a name for myself as a mechanic in Viridia.
Apologies. Perhaps it's because I do not know many people outside of my duties as an Iron Wolf.
Now that's interesting. The great Iron Wolf FINNALA of Viridia isn't actually a Viridian. That's the first I've heard of it. So why'd you leave your hometown? Let me guess. Glimmer? Fame? Adventure?
There were many reasons. Life often takes undesirable turns, and acknowledging the limits of our abilities is a step toward reconciliation. Now, Viridia's my home, though I do sometimes find myself missing the warm winds of Beta Benghazi.
Beta Benghazi? That's your hometown? That's all the way near the Sahara. You sure did come a long way. I know a Lord Kandak down in the Sahara. I mean, more like heard of him, but now I'm curious. Why not work with that Lord?
Chris?
Sorry. Why the sour expression? I didn't mean to offend you with my joke.
No, it's nothing. If you know of him, then you ought to know that a traitorous, greedy, and cowardly man like him is not fit to be a lord.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know him personally, but anyway, as a citizen of Viridia, I'm glad you're here. After the Cabal invaded, life here was rough. But you Lightbearers brought us hope.
I haven't done anything for you, though.
Well, if you want to rectify that, how about asking Saladin to give me a raise?
I think that's a good suggestion. Once you've decrypted the Cabal files in that chip, I'll consider submitting an application.
I was only joking.
I wasn't.
All right then. Take care of the Cabal threat, protect the Red Sea Rift. Your buddy Chris is on it. Nala, can I call you that? Anyways, gotta get those antiques down at the lab up and running.
Let me know whenever you're ready.
Watch out! There's Cabal! Huh? Someone set this mine here in advance.
Help! I triggered some sort of defense protocol while decrypting the chip. Now I'm getting a non-stop string of Cabal signals. They're attempting to delete my data.
You're quite skilled at getting yourself into trouble.
Well, it does keep life interesting. On the bright side, I laid a bunch of traps outside that can buy us some time.
You mean the mines?
Yes, ma'am. I surrounded the place with them. And being the genius I am,
We don't have much time. Show me what you found. The bragging can wait.
Fine. Here, have that little drone of yours linked to the chip.
I am not a drone.
Link the chip, Aina. Please.
The Cabal. They're creating a bomb?
Then the metal shard we discovered earlier must have just been part of its shell. The real source of its power is... light?
Yeah! Look here! The Cabal marked all the Sentinel's pieces in the Red Sea Rift as targets. Must be so they can siphon as much light as possible and charge up the explosive. Which makes that Sentinel hand protecting Viridia a prime target.
I won't let any harm come to Viridia or its people. Aina, help copy these plans for me. I'll protect the lab. Did you set off the explosives?
Don't worry. I'll protect your little drone. I mean, ghost.
Are you injured?
Don't worry about me just yet. I've got mines outside. They can help you fend off some of the Cabal.
I need to return to Viridia and inform Lord Saladin of the Cabal's plot. What about you?
Me? Well, this place isn't exactly safe anymore, so I need to hoof it before more space rhinos show up.
Then let's get out of here. I mean, we should hurry up. Nala, I found some other things in Chris's terminal just now. I think you might want to have a look.
A map of the firebase. And these communication records? Wait, this mark is from the Saharan territories.
I was able to trace the source of these messages. They all came from the same communicator address in the Sahara. Looks like the sender provided Chris with a map, and he needs to do something as repayment?
That explains why we found him in the firebase. And the only one in the Saharan territories who can use this mark is Kandak.
But why would Chris be talking to someone like him?
Because he's a traitor.
Don't worry, Nala. I've already left that place behind, and...
You're working for Kandak.
What are you saying?
I saw the map in the messages. You're carrying out his plans.
You've got it all wrong. I just needed him to help me get into a Cabal research center. I didn't know he wanted to...
So you admit to being his accomplice. Explain why I shouldn't arrest you for treason.
I'm sorry, but I had no other choice. I'll explain everything to you, but not now.
Wait! Hey!
He disconnected.
Organize all the files we have, Aina. I'll request an arrest warrant.
Tell me, FINNALA, why do you want to arrest Chris?
We found a map of the Cabal firebase with the Saharan territories mark, as well as messages between him and the Sahara's lord, Kandak. I have reason to suspect he's a traitor working with Kandak, and the evidence supports this.
Kandak. So he still hasn't changed. Viridia is the only thing standing between Kandak and control of the Red Sea Rift. He may be using Chris to gain access to something in the Cabal firebase that would give him an edge.
It's a bomb. He has his eyes set on that explosive the Cabal are working on. If Chris helps him to control it, Viridia would be under serious threat. This is a severe act of treason, Lord Saladin. We must arrest him immediately.
There's still one thing I'm curious about. Why would one of our own be acting on Kandak's orders?
Aina made some new discoveries that may answer this question.
I decrypted the files in Chris's terminal and found records of some sort of research?
Likely the Sentinel research project we once had here in Viridia. Chris was a member.
Yes! His log contains tons of results and details the progress made in each phase. But at some point in time, he became the only one whose name shows up in the log.
What do you mean?
Sample records, data analysis, log updates, even instrument maintenance. Chris became the sole person responsible for all of them. It's like he's the only researcher left.
Yes. Because of the incident.
What incident?
Several years ago, there was an accident at the Sentinel disassembly plant. Took the lives of nearly the entire team. We tried for a long time to investigate the cause, but we came up with nothing. Chris managed to survive the accident and was always looking into the truth behind it. Up until the Cabal occupied the plant and converted it into their Sentinel research center, preventing him from returning to the scene. He pleaded for me to enter the research center time and time again, but given the state of the Red Sea Rift, I had no choice but to turn him down.
So he sought Kandak's help. Chris's hand wasn't forced. He chose to trust Kandak.
And what about you? After learning all that led him down this path, do you still trust Chris, FINNALA?
He may be a traitor awaiting trial, but until that moment comes, he's still a citizen of Viridia. I'll talk with him. Once my preparations are complete, I'll enter the firebase again. Let's go, Aina. We need to stop the Cabal before it's too late.
Careful! It's an ambush! Uh-oh. They blocked communications. A Cabal trap, I bet. Huh? The door open? Let's get out of here! Someone save us, Nala!
Hello? Hello? Are comms back online?
So it was you. Why did you save me? You know I'm just going to arrest you.
Who's to say? I'd come up with an answer, but we don't have much time.
You're a skilled mechanic, and your heart is in the right place. You shouldn't be serving Kandak. You know what he's capable of.
I was only trying to uncover the truth. My mentor was like family to me, and that accident took his life. So I had to come back to the scene and investigate, no matter what. Kandak was the only one who promised to help.
He won't, though. He's just using you to get his hands on that bomb. Just like he used me all those years ago. You asked me about my hometown, so here's the truth. Kandak and I signed a contract, stating that so long as I provided him food and glimmer, he would protect our town. But when the Fallen attacked, he didn't so much as lift a finger. Kandak isn't someone worthy of your trust.
I had no other choice.
There he is.
You going to arrest me?
Not yet.
Huh. You really want to work with a traitor? Our goals are the same for now. That's what counts. The materials they've been moving are all stored here.
It's where they're building their explosive. So this is a light bomb.
Let me see. The good news is that this bomb isn't armed yet. I can remove it from this device. I'll need some time, though.
The bad news is, Cabal reinforcements can come charging in here any time, right?
Bingo. So the most important thing right now is... Are you willing to buy me some time, FINNALA?
You saved me back there. It is only right that I repay a friend.
We're friends now. Huh. I like the sound of that. Anyway, I'm not totally familiar with this tech, so if anything goes wrong, hide that little ghost of yours, okay?
What about you?
Oh, you needn't worry about a traitor, Lady FINNALA.
Until any judgments are made under the law, you're still a Viridian under my protection. So long as you trust in me, I will not turn my back on you. You have my word.
Okay, then. My life is in your capable hands.
Hey, how long do we need to keep this up?
I disconnected the explosive from the casing, which weakened its destructive capabilities, but...
Come on, Chris!
I'm doing my best!
Long time no see, Nala. Sounds like you had quite the time in that fire base. Sev said even the soldiers on patrol could hear that explosion.
We ran into some trouble disabling the bomb. Chris tried his best to reduce the bomb's explosive power, but he couldn't completely detach the main body. He was a great mechanic, but At the end of the day, he was mortal.
No. You mean he...
Sorry to disappoint you, White Ghosty.
Excuse me? Wait, you mean you're...
And here I thought you didn't have a funny bone in your body, Nala.
Must have been somebody's influence.
At first, I did try to dismantle the bomb, but Space Rhino tech is pretty unwieldy. And them charging into the room didn't help either. Time was tight, so I had no choice but to use a more crude method. Forcing the half-finished bomb to detonate.
You're a madman.
I'll take that as a compliment. Fortunately, I'd removed enough parts, and it helped that the Cabal's control room was pretty sturdy. I managed to make it out unscathed by hiding under the control panel. All's well that ends well for the genius Chris.
Okay. Nobody wants to hear your boasting.
Then, why were you missing for a few days? Shira told me she hadn't seen you in town for a while.
Oh, actually, FINNALA got me another chance to enter the Cabal's research center. We took more time to investigate, great teamwork, and came back with leads on the accident. I had a look at them last night, and I found something that was very subtle. Reports detailing the accident mentions many residual wave frequencies left at the scene.
Lord Saladin showed me the report. The technicians wrote that they were unable to decipher the content of these wave frequencies or locate their source, resulting in the investigation's delay.
Yeah, they were our only clue, but they were also a dead end. Last night, though, I found the exact same wave frequencies on the Sentinel's remnants.
Wait, what does that mean? That the Sentinel was the culprit?
Has anyone ever told you that you've got quite the overactive imagination, little buddy? Anyway, these frequencies weren't from the Sentinel, so I dug into the Cabal's data and ran some simulations, and they clearly don't belong to our alien friends either. So now I'm thinking maybe the focus of my research was wrong from the start, and the culprit wasn't anyone or anything at the scene back then. They used the Sentinel to silently appear, then left in the exact same way.
Judging by the look on your face, I assume you already know the answer, Wolf.
Yeah, and I'd be willing to bet we're on the same page. Could you give me a copy of that sample, Chris? Nola and I might just be able to get you an answer.
By all means, Wolf. Regardless of what you find, it'll mean the world to me.